Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday, the 5th of May. We've just gone back into week three. Yesterday was a public holiday. Silly Mr. Cran did a maths lesson for yesterday, so if you're feeling very energetic, you can do two lots of maths today. Monday's maths is all about square numbers. Tuesday's maths is about triangular numbers. So both those lessons are there, ready to go. See how if you're ready to go just as well. So today I've just done something a little bit different. I was having a good look on the internet at a few things and found some things that might just interest you. All right, so we'll see if you enjoy those. I'll let you watch that. Have a great day and catch you tomorrow. See you now. I nearly forgot. We had some news coming out of the Queensland Parliament yesterday. And so preps, year ones, kindy, year 11 and 12 can all come back to school as of next week. So that's Monday the 11th. And the plan for everybody else, including you guys, if everything stays the same, is to come back on the 25th of May, so 2 weeks later than that. So nearly 3 weeks still, but at least there's a light at the end of the tunnel that we're all working towards. So fingers crossed. Let's hope that that pans out for us. All right, guys, I'll let the video continue. Now, I found some interesting things that could be a little bit of a different way to learn about the world. So I was having a look and I found this particular one under Kids News, and maybe if you're trying to find this page yourself, April 1st, 2020. And if you, as you can see here, it says take a virtual tour around the world's best sites, galleries, zoos, museums, and even Mars. So scrolling down, you can take a virtual tour of sections of the Great Wall. There's things like the Cincinnati Zoo, San Diego Zoo, the British Museum, the Smithsonian, which is a famous museum from the United States. You can even visit a farm in Canada. The Louvre in France, the world famous museum and galleries there. Yellowstone National Park. And there's a few more. And even down the bottom here, it talks about visiting Mars. So I've opened up a couple of these to have a little bit of a look at what we can see, just to give you a bit of a taster to see if you want to try it yourself. This here is a section of the Great Wall. Okay, so you can have a look, a virtual tour. This is actually one of the watchtowers along the wall. Quite a rugged and foreboding looking area of the world. That gives you a bit of an idea of the scale involved when you see the size of people there. And of course, a lot of the Great Wall is in disrepair, but there's large sections of it which are well maintained. As it scrolls around, you'll see just how rugged the landscape is in this part of the wall. There you go. Rather foreboding looking place, and amazing to look up the wall as it disappears over the mountain ridge. Clicking here will take you to a new section of the wall, and that's actually a section during winter. And I think if you're not sure, there you go. Oh no, it just loaded a different section of the wall. But you can actually use these arrows to scroll around. I'll go back to that winter section. So I'm not going to make the mistake here of pressing that button again. But again, using the side arrows, you can navigate around and just get a bit of a look at China and the Great Wall. That there seems to be one of the watchtowers. So I don't know how many different sections you can load and look at. There's clearly another section there looking up this way. It naturally pans for you, but you can have a bit of a squiz yourself. So that might be something that interests you to have a look at and explore what the Great Wall looks like. All right, there are plenty of others here. So I'll open up this one. Wow, look at that first sight. One of the most actual dangerous animals around. I don't know if this one's so dangerous, being just a baby. But this is at Cincinnati Zoo, and that's one of the hippos. So I'll only show you a
Hey
little bit of an
everyone,
idea.
welcome back to the Cincinnati Zoo's home safari. I'm Jenna, I hope you aren't sick of me yet, and I have my friend and coworker Mark with me to help us out with the hippos. We are back with Fiona and BB, and we are really excited. We have a lot to talk about, a lot of fun things to show you guys. Actually, less talking hopefully, more showing you. First of all, I've gotten a lot of questions recently about their teeth, so while BB's mouth isn't too full of food, I was hoping, can you open B? You guys could check out those molars way in the back. So they have these canines and incisors to help protect them, but they do have those amazing molars in the back to help them chew up all of the hay and grass that they're eating. So they do have a really, a mouth made to eat that grass for sure. Another common question I would get is how strong is a hippo's bite? So these guys are actually known to be, or to have the strongest bite force of any mammal. So that's mammals, animals with fur. So these guys have the strongest bite force. That's about 1,800 pounds per square inch. So that's really impressive. Polar bears, for example, is only 1,200, and humans is about 162. So hippos have a really strong bite force. So we're extra careful around them, but you'll notice they're happy to be here getting treats. So BB is our larger hippo, weighing in over 3,500 pounds or around.
All right, so plenty more there to have a look at. And as you can see, there's quite a few things that you can have a look at and explore if some of those take your interest. San Diego Zoo is another interesting one, and it says live cam. So actually, some of these connect with live footage of different animal enclosures. Now, I'm not sure. Yep, that's different. I had a little look a few minutes ago, and so it is live footage of some of the enclosures around the world, or some of the ones around this zoo, and different things that they do. One I was having a look at before said it was a recording, but you can actually get live footage of different parts and different animals. And they have a look at what some of the animals are doing. So this could be an interesting one for you to have a look at. Let's see what the elephants are up to. Taking a little bit of time to load, as you can see, but there they go, feeding. So if this is the type of thing that interests you, there's certainly plenty of opportunity here to have a look. Let's see what the polar bear enclosure looks like. And you can see in a moment, I did have a look at this one before. Oh, there we go. One of our polar bears is starting to emerge. But you can see the live footage of the flowing water. Oh, don't go away. Come on, come back. That's not much fun. Okay, and the last one I want to show you is this one here. This is to do with the British Museum. Now, this is a little bit different in its layout, but it goes through a virtual history of the world, and you can click on various artifacts that must be housed in this museum. So you can see here, you can focus on Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania, and it goes back in time. So this is current times. If I hover the mouse over one of these little blobs, it makes a noise to let you know that there's something you can click on. I can almost play a tune. Now, if I've got it clicked on the eye, that shows everything, but I can narrow it down if there's particular fields that I want to look at. As you can see, the dots change. But using the scroll on the mouse, I can go back in history. some over 400 odd years, and I can keep going back, coming up to 1,000 years ago, all the way back. So it's very easy, and you could click on any of these to have a look at them. So this is about 100 AD, and then this is where BC and AD divide. 100 BC, and it keeps going back, and it actually goes a long way back. That's a million years BC. So there's only things here for Africa, and I think around 2 million years BC is about as far as we can go back. But again, that might be something that you can have a look at and explore yourself and see what sorts of things there are on these. So, all right, I've hovered on this one. Let's see. So this is the type of idea it is. You can find out more by clicking on it. It opens up a page. It'll give you information there. There's maps that show the part of the world, related objects. It gives you an audio.
Dating back to China around 4 AD, this lacquer cup was excavated in North Korea. It dates back to the Chinese Han Dynasty, which spanned 206 BC to 220 AD.
Okay, so that's the idea behind these. So there's absolutely an amazing number of things on the internet that you can discover for yourself. So remember, this is where I started on this page here. And you might be able to investigate some of those places. All I did was highlight the links, copy that into a new Google page, hit enter, and it takes you to those different places. So I reckon that'd be a lot of fun, a lot to explore. Hopefully you'll find a few interesting things there if you've got a little bit of time to have a little bit of a surf of the internet, so to speak. All right, see ya.